All right, so we're doing a two-point perspective cityscape, and we get to a point where we need to start putting together our own city. What I want you to do is, inside where your vanishing point is, I want you to place a line on either side a couple inches in. This is going to be what's called the blocking building. This, on the left side of the paper, this building is going to go to the right vanishing point. If you watch my pencil, that line would eventually go all the way over. Now, I don't want you drawing that line, but I want you to know that all these lines should be drawn with a pencil. I'm not drawing with a ruler because it takes longer that way, and I want you to see this, that these lines go to the vanishing point. Now I'm spinning my paper around so that it's easy. Now you won't see the horizon or this road or this vanishing point anymore, but you still got to use that vanishing point. So this building is on the right side of the paper. It goes to the left vanishing point. So that building is there, and that building is there. And again, you won't see this road or the horizon line. But any kind of window design on this building is going to go to the vanishing point. It's going to get flatter as it gets closer to the horizon line, and it's going to angle up when it's below the horizon line. Every one of these lines goes to the vanishing point. When I showed you this, that's to show you that all these diagonal lines for all these buildings, the tops, the windows, everything goes to the left or goes to the right. Now once you have that in place, maybe you got a city, a big building in the center, and those lines go to the vanishing point, and then you're going to put buildings behind buildings so that those buildings are blocking your view of the horizon line. All these lines are going to the vanishing point. And I'm drawing them without the ruler, but then you start putting buildings behind buildings, and this overlapping makes this city look like it's full and deep, like you got buildings way, way back in the distance. So you can talk about maybe 2 or 3 layers of buildings. And I will start putting in some details like a sidewalk. Let's say I want to put a sidewalk in front of this building. I'd extend this out a little bit in both directions and take that line to the vanishing point. And then I take this line to the vanishing point. And then where those crossed over, I drop down a line and bring a line to that vanishing point and bring a line to this vanishing point. And now what you have is you have a little sidewalk with a curb. You have to step up out of the road. You have to step up into the curb to get there. All of these lines that are the cracks in the sidewalk have to be straight up and down. And this side, all of these go to the left vanishing point. All the sidewalk lines on this side, these are straight up. And all the ones on this side go to the right vanishing point. And what you're doing is you're really drawing like the top of a small building. But it could allow you to draw a grate, a sewer grate, where the water, drains off the road, goes into the side. It allows you to put in so the sidewalk on this side of the road is going to do the same thing. It's going to go to the vanishing point. The other part of the sidewalk is going to come down from the other direction. But you're only going to see the curb on this side that's facing you. And all of these lines are going to go to this vanishing point, and all of these lines are still going to be straight up and down. Things that are straight up and down and vertical are always going to be straight up and down and vertical. Just like if there was a street sign here or a street light that would be bigger than what you would think that the road is, and the light would, hang down here in the center. That would be your traffic light. The one on this side would be even bigger, because it's closer to you. You're down here, this is closer to you. So it's easy, but the thing is, this is straight up and down because it's going straight up and down. If you had a bus bench on this side, the bus bench would be going to the vanishing point. This line and this line would go to that vanishing point. These are straight up. The bench part where you sit would go to that vanishing point, and the back of the bench would go to that vanishing point. So now you've got this bench where people are sitting down and they're waiting for the bus to come. There may be a trash can over here by the bus bench. So you start adding details like this, like there may be a mailbox over here. And all these designs, this line goes to the vanishing point, that line goes to the vanishing point. If you start drawing things that are irregular shape, they're going to throw themselves, it'll be thrown off and it won't look realistic.